What's up, guys? I'm going to be reviewing Salem, Season 2, Episode 9, entitled Wages of Sin. Um, so, in the beginning of this episode, we have Mary, who actually, let's go back to last week. Last week, the doctor approaches Mary. He's like, look, I don't have any interest in turning you in now that I know that you're a witch. Where do I sign up? So she's like, okay, we got to get into it. That's one of the ways of becoming a witch. So they have their little way. Remember, Sebastian saw them doing this, and he kind of has a thing for Mary, so he wasn't too happy to see that. But anyway, this episode we see that Mary tells the doctor, look, you got to get rid of all your research. This is not your number one priority anymore. You are now going to be a witch. Research is not going to matter. Get rid of it, toss it. Also, Mary continues to keep treating Tituba like crap. She's like, oh, clean up this, do your job. She's not really sharing any information with her. Like, oh, I don't know, like the doctor's going to be a witch or anything. She doesn't tell her anything. So the two have kind of grown like apart from one another. They're really distant from one another. So Mary comes to her son. John. She goes to the room and he's not there. So then, moments later, Marburg shows up and tells Mary that, well, the child needs to be baptized, and he needs to be baptized in the river Hell, and if Mary doesn't allow this to happen, then she will, and if she interferes, that she will bathe in the child's blood. Marburg makes it clear that she wants to complete the grand rite, and also she's trying to, I guess, we don't know why she wants this kid. So what this baptism is going to do exactly, I'm not sure. Cotton Mather tells Hawthorne about the discovery in the woods. As remember, last week, Cotton Mather and the doctor both went to the woods. They saw this tar pit, of this entrance to hell, and the doctor's like, look, you don't tell anybody about this. But now Cotton Mather has told Hawthorne about the discovery which is the entrance to hell, and he's like, well, the doctor can confirm this story. And the doctor walks in and he's like, remember, he's now a witch, so he's not especially going to be denying everything. And so he obviously denies, and Mather's like, what? Mather's like, okay, this isn't a problem. Alright, why don't I take you there? So Hawthorne's like, alright, let's go. So once they arrive there, what do you think? The black tar-like substance is no longer there. Cotton Mather is like, what? He gets mad, and he looks at the doctor, and he's like, you sold your soul to the witches. He just starts going bag shit crazy, and Hawthorne arrests Cotton Mather, and later he tells the carriage driver who's driving Mather to make sure that something happens to the carriage, and that it would look like the carriage was attacked, and also to make sure that Mather is dead in this alleged attack. Meanwhile, we're taken to another scene where Sebastian, Marburg's son, is in the room with Mary, and he's trying to convince her to, okay, I will accept the fact that the doctor wants to become a witch, but let me train him to become a witch. And he's kind of forcing Mary's hand. He's like, if you want to see your son again, you're gonna allow me to do this. Mary, of course, has to agree, and she allows Sebastian to continue the initiation process of becoming a witch, for the doctor, that is. So that's what ends up happening. Sebastian ends up telling the doctor to take a walk with them in the woods. They arrive to the pit of tar, and he's like, well, this is you need to walk in there to continue to become a witch. And the doctor hesitates. He's like, something's not right here. And he has and he's right. There is something wrong here. And, but by that time, by the time he realizes that he's being screwed, it's too late. Sebastian ends up pushing him into the tar pit, and that has magically reappeared, by the way. Pushes him in, and we assume that the doctor has died. We're then taken to a scene where Anne is reading the Book of Shadows written by her father. It teaches her how to use magic. Remember, she's not really certain how to use magic. She's a witch. Her parents never told her anything. So she's just coming into this world trying to figure out how to use her magic. And not to mention just control it in general, because she's only seemed to be able to use it when she gets really angry, or, when she's not able to control herself. So she's trying to get control and know how to use the magic, period. Because what's the point of being a witch if you don't know how to use it to your advantage, I guess. So she's interested in this. Later on, Mary approaches Tituba and she's asked her why she deceived her, because she kind of feels like this is all her fault, that the child was taken. She was the one who was supposed to be looking after him. And really, she was supposed to be the one looking after him, because remember when that kid, 2 episodes ago, when that kid ran out when they were having the dinner, and then Marmaduke's like, oh, who's this? That was the moment where she's like, shit. Now she knows. And now this kid is going to be used against me. And, and Tituba was just to make sure that he didn't get out. And she feels like Tituba has deceived her now, because she let the child slip into the hands of Marburg. They both get into a fight. Mary gets a knife, and she's about to kill Tituba, but she can't go through it. She can't go through with it. Tituba kind of has some kind of affection towards Mary. She's always cared for her, and then she sees that Mary has some kind of affection for her too, because she doesn't kill her. So she decides to tell Mary that John Alden is still alive, because remember, she's been keeping John Alden tied up for how many episodes? They've been stalling, and finally, Tituba's like, all right, John Alden's alive. Got him tied up in the basement, pretty much. Mary goes to see Alden. She tells Alden that they have a child, and that the other witches are trying to kill her son. And remember, John Alden's on this quest to kill all these witches, so she's going to try and convince them to help her and take her side. She even says that, if he's got to kill her, go ahead. But don't let those other witches do anything to our son. That's what she says. And John Alden agrees to help her. Now they're going to be working together to go against Marburg. So that was the end of that episode. It was a pretty good episode. Pretty good compared to some of the other episodes, because I didn't really care for some of the other episodes. It seemed like the beginning of the episodes were kind of they were okay, and then towards the end they kind of picked up. But this episode it was consistent, and it was pretty good. Some episodes I watch and I'm like, all right, hurry up. It just feels like the episode takes forever. This episode, it went by pretty fast. I'm guessing I enjoyed it then, because I definitely wanted to watch the next episode once this episode ended. So, good episode. There's gonna be 4 episodes left until the season finale. 4 episodes left. So we're gonna see if, I'm assuming that in 4 episodes, Marburg is gonna be defeated. I doubt they're gonna continue this story in a 3rd season, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. So yeah, guys, that is my review for Salem season 2, episode 9, Wages of Sin. Like, comment, subscribe below, and as always, I'll try to post more videos and reviews for you guys. So until then, I'll see you guys.